Okay, simple video, so let's see if I can do this in one take. And as you can see from the video title, this is going to be a little bit different in content as compared to my usual origami stuff. And over here we're going to talk about some ways and some tips and tricks I'm going to share down here on how to secure your concert tickets from Ticketmaster. And this year I am very happy to have gone to 6 concerts. So May Day, then in January, then Taylor Swift in March, IU in April, Yoga Lin in August 21, and JJ Lin in December. The context of this will be, of course, to purchase tickets in Singapore through Ticketmaster over here locally, and the tickets are for concerts that are held in the indoor stadium or the Singapore National Stadium. Alright, so I've done some research on the other Ticketmasters that are from the other countries, and the interface is a little bit different. So the main mode of how this is going to be done is to camp for tickets in front of a computer or in front of a device, not so much of going to the to queue up physically, like for the Taylor Swift one, or to here in this video I'm not going to discuss things like purchasing special, keep the queue links from Telegram and things like that. I have no idea on how to do that. So let's get down to business. So first we talk about the basics. You need to first get your account done right. And one of the cool tips that I heard from other concert goers is that you may want to increase your chances by having multiple accounts. So when you are actually camping for the tickets, you can use multiple devices as well. So of course, different accounts you need different emails, and then what I understand is you can actually use the same bank. Whether or not it's a different phone, I can't be for sure, but you can try that out, having multiple accounts. So when you are actually camping for the tickets, you can use multiple devices, and that's up to you. For myself, I only have one account, and I only use one account to secure all these tickets. So of course, go and make sure your payment details are already set up, and some basic prudency stuff that I won't go through too much into detail over here. Things like understand when is the date of the sale, understand when is the pre-sale. So things like for the Taylor Swift one here in Singapore, we have this pre-sale day that is if you have a UOB card. So you need to know when the pre-sale day is and actually make it happen. You know what is the actual link to click to enter the queuing process. One of them has this I think to anyone where there's this pre-sale of using OCBC card. So yeah, use your due diligence and basic prudency. Go and find out when is the date of all these things, what's the link to click. Okay, take leave if you need to. Yeah, for myself, I took leave for the both days of purchasing of Taylor Swift tickets. That is 2023 July. That was a really heart attack moment. I'll share more later. Yeah, and of course, when it's the day to buy tickets, log in earlier. A little bit earlier will do. To me, I don't see a difference whether you log in 1 hour earlier, 15 minutes earlier. That means just make sure you are logged in before, so that you. What I understand is you are in the waiting room. Then once the time starts, okay, everybody gets transferred together. So it's not like, oh, you are in a linear queue just because you logged in earlier. I don't think so. Yeah, so sometimes I logged in very late, I got a good number. Next I want to talk about will be, of course, your internet. Sad to say, this is not a sponsored video, so if you want to sponsor me, you can find my email below. So of course, when you are talking about the refresh button, I've done some research on this, so it's like you should only be doing your refresh button when you are at the waiting room, not when you are actually queuing, when you actually see the loading bar and the running man. Okay, and because it's not sponsored content, right? My internet, if you want to know, is Singtel. I live in the deep western part of Singapore, so if I can get it in the deep western part of Singapore, so can you. And also, I also heard of this thing about the different tips from different people. You open different browsers, you can get different queue numbers. You may want to try that out. For me, I didn't, so I just use Chrome. There are people who told me they use Internet Explorer, they use Firefox, they use Safari, they use Chrome on the same account to get different numbers. Okay, so now you have you can also try different having multiple accounts with different browsers. Yeah. Then the device that I use, also sad to say, it's not sponsored content. I'm using an a Apple MacBook. Okay, you may want to try to use also your phone, your iPad if you have sufficient accounts for that. Okay, this is my trusty laptop. Very plain, nothing. It's just a Apple MacBook. Secured all the tickets. So we are talking about hardware, right? So now we will talk a little bit of the software. Okay. Firstly, calmness, right? So when the things is actually happening, okay, when you're actually queuing. The good thing in Singapore, you can at least see the number, so you know when is it really your turn or not. Yeah, so being calm, okay, don't panic, especially when it's time for you to actually key in your details, your payment details, your CAPTCHA, and this being calm, okay, being clear-headed will lead to this thing called your scrolling and your typing. Okay, for me, myself, I like to use trackpad. Okay, I like to use this part here, so I can at least have multiple fingers doing different things, okay, and my wrist is always on the laptop itself. I don't have to transfer to the mouse. Okay, so it's just trackpad. Okay, different maneuvers. Okay, if you are Apple MacBook user, you understand what I'm talking about. So that works for me. I use the trackpad to edit my videos as well, so I'm very used to all the different maneuvers. So I can have dual hand on top. Things move very quickly. But generally do what you're used to. If let's say you are a gamer, okay, you are very used to using the mouse maneuvers, then go ahead. Yeah. So I've seen actually people when they're buying tickets, their mouse is actually moving very slowly, then they transit their hand over. It's like too slow for my liking. When you are at the main page, then you have this click to buy ticket. Keep that window open, then open in a new tab. So when the new tab is on, that running man is in the new tab. Okay, but the click to buy ticket is in another tab. So when the new tab gets locked out, especially when I mean, if you buy tickets, you understand what I'm talking about. They like to kick you out. Okay, close that one. Okay, you can just go and click open again. The next thing I'll talk about is perseverance. So talk about some story. Yeah, the horrific Taylor Swift ticket purchasing experience. So I took leave for the pre-sale for the UOB card. I'm a UOB card holder, so when it was like we logged in, I logged in and I got a 600,000 plus queue number. Okay, so that was a really large number. And then I think Singapore Indoor Stadium is like 50-something thousand seat, and then if you multiply that by the 6 days that she's here in Singapore, it's more often than not you're not going to get it right, mathematically speaking. But you must understand that there's a lot of unqualified people there, those who do not have the access code or they don't have the card, they are bots. Doesn't mean your number is large, you are not going to get your ticket. Okay, so persevere. So don't just because you have a large number, you give up immediately. Okay, and I did not get anything in the first day, so I was like 600 plus thousand queue number. I waited the whole day just to see the end page saying that okay, tickets are fully sold out. The next day came. Yeah, it's yet again another 6-digit number. It's super large. I can't remember. But interestingly, I managed to get the ticket. I managed to get two VIP ones, 700 plus per seat. Then for the fun of it, I requeued, and my queue number was 1 million plus. Okay, so yeah, because I already got a ticket, I'm satisfied, I'm comfortable. Interestingly, when I got a million plus queue number, the running man, okay, that loading bar worked even faster. Okay, I reached the payment page again. Okay, I was about to cut out another 4 tickets. Then I received a call from my niece. Okay, we're saying that okay, we have all our tickets, so we do not need to purchase anymore. Yeah, and on hindsight, I should have purchased, because for an artist of this kind of profile, you should, if you can get spare, you should just get spare, in case your friends want them. And over here, I'm not so much of encouraging scalping or whatsoever. It's more of for your own use and things that I have practiced, I put into use that helped me a lot. I hope it can help you too. Yeah, okay, so the next thing I would like to talk about would be the mentality. Not so much of, oh, you need to believe in yourself, that kind of thing. So it's more of like you want to have already planned your contingency of action and also your contingency of emotion, right? So let's say Taylor Swift, right? You cannot get the first day. What are you going to do? Are you going to queue for the second day, or are you going to get help from somewhere? Go and prepare all these things first, okay? Are you going to purchase from a scalper? Are you going to resort to what? Okay, go and think about it. Or even funny things is like you got a ticket and it's not the seat that you want. What you want to do with it? Are you going to sell? Or are you going to trade? Or are you going to, if all else fails, are you going to consume that ticket yourself? So you need to already plan all these things beforehand. If you get disconnected, what are you going to do? Generally, it's just contingency, I would say. What kind of help you want to get. Then I think the next topic I want to talk about is one of the most important one. And it's the one that also helped to, get most of my tickets. Some is from my wife, some is from friends, my niece. Okay, I managed to click in for IU, Taylor Swift 2NE1, JJ Lin. This topic is called teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, so I hope that if you are going to a concert, you're going with some friends. Not you're going to a concert that is super boring. Okay, make some friends. Going together is fun. Anticipate the concert together is fun. Concert actually starts when you actually got a ticket, right? Then because it's a social event, but because teamwork makes the dream work, you need to also first have, go back to the previous topic about mentality, your contingency, your plans. Plan what kind of seat you want, what kind of category are you comfortable paying for, okay? And we're talking about, monetary ability later. So we're talking about seat. One of the observation that I have, especially for the indoor stadium, if you are going there to watch a concert, would be to sit somewhere nearer to the hole. Okay, if you have been to Singapore Stadium before, you understand that it's a giant hole there. Okay, so because the sound rushes out, so you want to be on the receiving end of the sound. For the Mayday one, I sat quite in the middle, and then the sound was like traveling away. For the Taylor Swift one, I was sitting right under the hole, so the sound is coming towards me. So I learned that lesson. The effect is very different. Then I purposely choose, somewhere, a little bit nearer to the hole for the JJ Lin concert. Teamwork makes the dream work. You need to also first already have planned what is the day that you want to go. Okay, and we mentioned the category seats that you are comfortable paying for, and clearly define your mission in this. So it's like mission, it's like operation, right? And lastly would be, of course, finance. And this is not very student friendly, I'm sorry to say that, because add money, you look at the amount of seats, and then if you just want to force yourself to buy something very cheap, on the lower price end, well, you're limiting yourself, don't you think so? So if you need to get help, go and get help beforehand financially, somewhere, maybe your relatives or your parents, things like that. Having spare cash, you are able to help yourself. You open up your choices. You can click with more freedom. You can choose wider options of your seats. Let's say you are able to you wanted to get a cheaper seat, but you just have happened to click an expensive and you cut it out. At least it gives you some talking power, especially when you want to like trade or sell. That it gives you more talking power in that sense. They say, hey, I have tickets. Adult money also, it feels so weird to say this, helps you to help others as well. So you are able to purchase more tickets. Let's say you re-queue. We bought spare for JJ Lin. I was almost able to purchase spare for the Taylor Swift one as well. Yeah, so we have covered intro basics in your internet, device, scrolling, typing, your calmness, perseverance, mentality, teamwork, and of course finance. And I have not talked about things like the Telegram links. So there's the I want to say the dishonest way, but the kind of like the side route way of getting your ticket. So over here is more the tips I've shared is more clean, it's more honest. Yeah, so this is the way I've been doing it. I hope that this has helped you. I've come across this very interesting documentary from Channel News Asia. It talks about the links that you purchase, it could have been expired. You're putting yourself in a lot of risk. Yeah, so I hope that you stay safe and enjoy the show and use these tips for good. Okay, if you have enjoyed, do like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.